Are you having a hard time asking for what you want? It could be asking for support, the sale, a pay increase, a specific request from your partner, the person you're dating, your boss, or even family and friends. In this week's video, I'm sharing 8 tips to help you confidently ask for what you want so that you get it. To get what you want in life, you have to be willing to ask for it, or you will never get it. There are 7 common reasons why women hold back from asking for what they want and speaking up. The first is they aren't clear about what they're asking for and what they want. The second is they're unsure of what to say when asking. The third is they feel guilty about asking for anything. The fourth is being afraid of rejection or fear it's going to create conflict with the person that they're asking. And the fifth reason women hold back is they don't feel deserving of what it is they want. The sixth reason is they think that asking for what they want is going to make them look weak or needy. And lastly, the seventh reason why women hold back is because they assume the other person already knows what they want. And I want you to know, assumption is the lowest form of communication. Today, I'm sharing 8 tips on how to ask for what you want so that you get it. Let's dive in. The first tip is that you have to ask someone who can and is capable of giving you what you want. A mistake a lot of women make is that they ask someone who's incapable of doing or giving them what they want. Second tip, before you ask, is you have to get yourself in an empowered state for when you ask. If you don't feel great or worthy of what you want when you ask, your energy will come across as wishy-washy, needy, or desperate, which can be a turnoff. You want to get yourself in a feel-good state and then ask. The third tip is to have a strategy for asking, such as your approach. You want to make sure it's a good time for the other person and that they aren't rushing to go do something else, that they aren't busy or distracted with other things. The fourth tip is you want to speak confidently and clearly when you ask. You don't want to be wordy. You don't need to over-explain or justify why you're asking for something or even beat around the bush. Be clear, confident, and ask directly. The fifth tip is to be very clear about what you're asking for. Then ask. You don't want to ask in a diluted version of what you want or ask for half of what you want. You want to ask for exactly what it is you want. So you got to be clear about this before you ask. The sixth tip is to rehearse and practice saying what you're asking for aloud. Listen to yourself and pay attention to your tone and what you sound like. This will also help the words roll off your tongue so that you don't stumble over your words and sound confusing when you ask. The seventh tip is to get comfortable asking and speaking up. Start practicing today. The last tip, number 8, is to ask for what you want consistently and confidently. When you ask for what you want, you significantly increase your chances of getting it. Start to embody being the woman who asks for what she wants frequently and does this without feeling fearful or guilty or shame about asking for something. So I have 2 questions for you today. Where do you need to speak up in your life? Do you need to set boundaries with someone? Do you need to start charging more and asking for payment on time? Do you need to ask for support or help to go to that next level in your life? And the second question is, who do you need to ask and when will you ask them? You want to get clear on what you're asking for, then you want to confidently go do it. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like button so I know you like it. And if you want tips on how to travel confidently solo, be sure to watch my video on traveling solo to Paris.